Good afternoon, my fellow Americans. My name is Timothy Gay Sr., and I am running for presidency of the United States of America in 2012. I am running as a write-in candidate because I believe that there are people out here that have good ideas that are not bound by political party beliefs. I believe the first thing as a country that we need to address is this huge financial deficit that we find ourselves in. I don't believe that it should be the American people that have to make all the sacrifices, or the general population. I think that the very first thing that should be cut, if elected President of the United States, would be the wages for the President of the United States. And I would urge Congress to follow in that so we could save the American taxpayers money, or apply that money to the deficit to help cut it. The second thing I would do is I would move 25% of what we send across seas every year. I would put that into a fund that would be set aside to help in time of disaster or crisis overseas. The other 75%, I would apply that towards the deficit. The third step I would do is I would start cutting the size of government by introducing a flat tax and getting rid of the IRS. Those three steps would make a huge dent in our spiraling out of control deficit that we have right now. The only way that you can continue with your tax cuts is to cut spending. And those would be three good steps, rather than to take it out of Social Security or attack our children and grandchildren with less funds in education. I believe we need to increase the funds in education. We need to increase Medicare so that the seniors are able to have the prescriptions that they need. Let's remember that the senior citizens are the backbone of this country. They worked their whole lives. And for us to penalize them for aging is wrong. Those are the first three steps that I would take to lower our deficit and to help us out of this crisis. Another thing that we need to do to create jobs is we need to start drilling within our own country and end our foreign dependency on oil. This would also increase our security along our borders. I believe in this country. I believe this country can be great again. But even in the midst of all this troubling times that we face, there's no other country I'd rather live in. We enjoy freedoms in this country like no other country. I believe this country can be great again, and like I said, I believe that there are people that, without ties to any political party or to follow the beliefs of any political party, that has great ideas. And I think it's time as America that we take our government back. I don't believe that a Republican nor a Democrat has the answers to these problems. All we see year after year and day after day is the butting of heads in Washington. President Obama, during his election, promised change. We have not seen that. We see more of the same each and every day. He also said by sending him to Washington, we were sending a political outsider to Washington. And we all gave him the benefit of the doubt, even though we knew that he was part of Congress. Now, in these 4 years, I believe that he has proven that he is not the resolve of our issues. He has made attempts to no avail. It was time for us as Americans to take this country back, take this government back. Not with violence or with protests, but with your voice and with your vote. I believe it is time to send a political outsider to Washington, and I believe that it is time for true, honest change. I am also looking for volunteers in all 50 states. If you are interested, email me with your ideas. Email me with your interest. I'm not asking for money donations. I'm asking for time donations. And you can contact me at Timothy Gay Sr. for the number 4 president or prez at yahoo.com. Again, that is Timothy Gay Sr. for prez at yahoo.com. I want to thank you for your time, and I will see you next week.